Well, there we go.
Final level.
Let's see how long I will take for that.
Oh, starting off strong, I see.
Ooh. X? Well.
I mean, you can make it past it without the X, but yeah, it's gonna be a toughie. Also, don't even bother trying to fight them, just run past them.
Okay, wait. Okay. Gonna be a hustle. I did it!
Watch out, there's a gap.
Where? I didn't see it. Must be one of them invisible gaps.
Oh god, Castlevania 2 on the NES has those a lot.
Yeah.
Castlevania 2
I hate you.
Yeah, Castlevania 2 is more like an action-adventure.
Oh, wait. You think that helps?
Castlevania 2 on the NES is more like an...
Oh gosh.
It's more like an action-adventure. And there's also the thing where there's like destructible blocks and fake blocks that you can fall through, and in order to sniff them out, you have to use the holy water.
Hi buddy, thanks for jumping right in my face. It's like in Mario Land 2, with the invisible blocks that activate the traps, that you could use your fire flower to sniff out where the heck stuff was gonna happen.
Yeah.
This also is one of the probably rudest spots here, because you come up over there and you need to jump the gap of the stairs, otherwise you just fall into a pit. Which is a really rude game. Why would you do something like that to us? Like that right here. It's so rude. Okay. Got a little bit of that. Hi! No!
Also those
Well, I mean,
maybe one of the walls is destructible? No.
I don't think the one below us was destroyed. Hi! Skeleton, enter stage left. Gonna mess you up from below. Are you gonna jump your way up here again through the wall? It's the clock tower, everyone's favorite Castlevania stage. Definitely not hard and difficult, and I need to go down here, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I misunderstood what we meant with going down. I thought we meant I need to die here with going down. Well...
God, that reminds me of a voice clip from Mario Odyssey, where it sounds like the...
Why are you here all of a sudden?
Where it sounds like the New Donk person saying, I need to die, when you talk to him. What did you do?
You said I need to die, and I did just that. I jumped, but apparently the game was like, but what if we say the jump button does not work right this instant because it just got off the stairs? Which apparently was what the game did to me. It seems to be a little bit of a delay for you to be allowed to actually jump after you've gotten off of steps. And the game was like, well...
Stairs are weird in classic Castlevanias.
Yeah.
They are not very well liked.
No, and that for a reason, because it takes some time before you can actually whip something on them. And I hate...
Your sub-weapon inputs get also eaten. Yeah, just ignore that candle, just go.
Okay, I wanna have that though. I don't know how good it is to just say I wanna have that and go, but I don't wanna be here, so go! Breather? This is... Well, don't care about that candle. There could be anything in there.
Also,
classic.
Also, if you don't go up the stairs by holding up and just walk to the left, you just fall off.
These ones too?
Yes.
That's such a dick move.
They were consistent with hold up if you want to move to the stairs.
Yeah, that they sure were. There's no way I'm gonna do this with my first attempt. Like, no way.
That candle to the left has the holy water. I think it always has the holy water.
But your head is the thing that needs to be hit, right?
Yeah. And I think it's better if you use the whip for
I did it. Well,
for
good
Dracula.
thing this is a game over. Wait, it restarts me here? Okay, then I'm gonna give it another attempt there because that was nothing, okay? I'm gonna get my... I'm gonna get me, we have 3 lives for that until we have a game over. I'm gonna give myself 1 more attempt then, and you get 2 attempts.
Okay.
Do you think you're gonna make it in just 1 go?
I don't know.
Okay. So...
I've beaten this game a bunch on the Switch, and I'm not confident I'm gonna do it in 1 try.
Okay. Okay, how best to do stuff with the fireballs? That's my question here.
I think you can destroy the fireballs with your whip.
I mean, yeah, like every other fireball, but...
Yeah.
Since there's 3 of them, it's still a little bit difficult to figure out when to whip the best. Let's see how you do that. Maybe that gives me a little bit of a pointer in case you don't do it in the next 2 tries and I get to do it again.
I hope I still have the method I used in my muscle memory, because...
Well...
That was too late.
Ah, so you just jump to guide the fire upwards.
Yeah, but that was too early.
Okay, that was a root spawn. Okay.
Yeah.
So I see what you're doing. I see what you're putting down.
I still know what to do, it's just doing it. Doing it properly is the issue here.
Yeah. Would you recommend the cross for that fight or the holy water?
The holy water is later for the
second phase.
phase, yeah.
So we would recommend just not use a sub-weapon in the first phase period and then go ham with the holy water in the second phase. I love that like jink sound effect that the Castlevania enemies had.
Yeah.
That was a lucky break there. Oh gosh. Well,
he's faking out sometimes.
Yes, he is.
Because it feels like sometimes he's taking just a little bit longer to shoot his fireballs than others.
Well, I'm pretty sure with a game of that age, it's probably just you feel like that's the case, but probably it's on this, the very same timer.
I mean, Metroid 1 on the Famicom also did it, where some enemies spawned at random times instead of the NES version where they spawned at the same time.
Okay.
Too late.
Well, okay. Let's see if I can pull it off. Probably not. So. Let's wish me luck.
Good luck.
It would be nice if we had fireballs with our whip.
Yeah.
That would make this a whole lot easier. No. Nope. Ah. Ooh, that was a good one. Go absolute silence while I die, please. And this is where focus comes in.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, having a really good remix of that song. It's playing right now.
Also, to later Castlevania games that recreated these rooms, but gave them a more updated look to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow. No, that would have been good. No, that did not count as a hit. Oh, I ducked for too short. Nope. If you don't jump at the right moment, then you're just kinda garfunkled. Is there certain spots where he can spawn so that you can just stand? I did not want to duck, I accidentally pressed down.
No, I think you can spawn on every square on the room. On the floor, I mean.
Every square in the room would make this fight a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. If I can make it to the second phase, then I would feel really good about myself. That's also maybe not a bad idea.
True.
Okay. Rude. Dang it. Yeah, it's just a little bit difficult for that timing to pull off. Oh, come on! That was a spawn kill.
Yeah.
I mean, different than what we are used to what a spawn kill is nowadays, but still. Technically, I was the camper in that case.
But yeah, the method you used also looks pretty
Just
good.
hugging him a little bit, wait until he opens up his cloak. Maybe not hugging that close.
Yeah, maybe not.
Like that. Oh gosh, it's just difficult to figure out when to do what. Okay. I did not wait for that, but I mean I died. Anyway,
Back to me.
let's have another go at it from your side. I mean, you got whittling down further than I did. So, let's just see if you can pull it off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna replenish my sanity a little bit with petting recording doggo. How many hits can you get off on Dracula potentially?
I think only one.
No, maybe should have jumped again. That seemed like 2 hits. That was a good one. Whoa. Absolute concentration on this one. Oh! Would love to say that you're on equal footing, but you never were. You just had 4 slivers left, each of you, but that does not mean anything.
Yeah. Maybe I should keep the cross for the fireballs that I can't reach in time.
But that would limit you in the amount of holy water that you can use in the second phase.
Damn it.
That was not good. I mean, there probably is also some strategy, because you have like 500 seconds. Because these are probably also not real seconds, how they tick down. Or are they real seconds?
I don't think so.
Because the Mario games never had real seconds, they had an arbitrary measure of time.
Yeah.
Which was like below a second. But it wasn't half a second or anything else, there was some arbitrary amount in between.
Something like that, yeah.
And just looking at it, it seems close enough to a normal second, but it's also feeling a little bit faster, so it might just be below a full second. So you have like around like say 450 seconds, I want to say. Let's just diminish your count there by a lot actually. Well, that's gonna be a lot of space. Ah, gosh dang it. This fight right here is what will give this series a reason to be 2 episodes long.
Oh, damn it.
Because I feel like at this point, the stage with Death and this stage will be its own episode.
Yeah, probably.
Which is fine, it's the 2 toughest places, and putting them together in one episode and have the rest be its own thing seems fair if you ask me. But I also don't want to cut this short because I could just cut to where we win and that's it. But honestly, I think that the thing that makes this fight interesting is seeing the struggle with it. Because this is an old ass game and the boss fight is hard. They did not pull any punches with that. They just went all out. They swung right through you.
Hey, come on now.
That one just clipped your hair. And that one just was a full body tackle. You know what? There we go. I'm just horribly terrified of the fact that potentially and accidentally one of us will press not continue but say exit and then we're gonna have to redo everything there.
Oh god, yeah.
So, you know what? That seems like a valid thing to save that here really quickly in between because the rest would be horrible. And we could have saved Scump the whole time with like, oh no, we're fine, nothing bad is going on, but that would not feel fair.
Yeah.
I thought for a second I was too far away from that.
No, the length of the full whip is a bit longer.
Yeah. I'm just too far away for that to work. I hate it when you spawn on me.
Unfortunately, that's just what he does.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one. Stop it! I love the backwards jumping in this game. I'm gonna take my sweet time for that. Ah, come on. And... oh! Ah. Then I'm gonna somehow pull out at least a win against the first phase. Because so far this method seems to somewhat work. The thing is I cannot turn around.
Yeah, once you're in the air, you're stuck.
Yeah. Which was realistic back in the day, but nowadays you can turn around when you jump. Physics have changed. Ah, damn it, too short. Nope, you dick. Most of the hits that he got on me in this round was definitely from him spawning inside of me.
Yeah.
Which is just really rude. Ah, dang it. Just a few fireballs to the face. But that seemed to work for me, so I think that's the approach I'm gonna take, and I'm just gonna make sure that I keep moving. I wonder what like the speed running strat for this fight would be. Other than having a full stack of hearts and just spam a sub weapon.
Probably just spam a sub weapon.
Ah, dang it. Ah, come on. Dang you. The only downside with this strategy is that I'm not always getting a hit off.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, eat that, Dracula.
That reminds me when some people are like, this is too complex or difficult for kids at a kids game, and then they completely ignore that games like this back in the day were for kids and were fucking difficult.
I mean, not gonna lie, some things are just too complex for kids.
Yeah. But also I've seen some people say like stuff like Mega Man Battle Network is too complex to understand for kids.
I love that game, and I was a kid when I played it.
Same here.
I also loved the Fire Emblem games when I was a kid.
Same here.
The fact that they are so complex is what makes them fun for a kid as well. Because it's fun to try and wrap your head around certain mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! Now we're on equal footing, Dracula. I hate that I sometimes don't pull the jump off correctly. My method actually turned into I keep on constantly moving just stepwise. That in case Mr. D-Bag decides to spawn on me, I'm already moving in a certain direction.
Mr. Dracula back.
Yeah. Dracula. Okay, that's I think the furthest I've whittled him down so far. You were closer still, but that's the furthest I've whittled him down, so I feel like my method actually yields some results for me. Now it's only the question of then also getting through the second phase, which... It's gonna be a whole different thing. You know, Dracula, if this were Smash Bros, you'd eat it by now.
Yeah.
Because in Smash Bros, I mean, your fight's technically easier, though still difficult. But I'm a lot better in Smash Bros. Fuck you. Dang it, I did not jump. Why? It's like he saw through my strategies. Is there like a pattern? That was a mistake. That's gonna suck. Well, I at least got a lot better with dealing with him at this point. Which means I will lose all my muscle memory now that you're playing. And I'll be back to square one.
Oh boy.
But you can do it. Get us to stage 2 of this fight, so that we can lose on that over and over. We could technically drop a save for stage 2 if we wanted to. So that we only have to go through stage 2 at that point. But let's leave that open for when we get to it, I would say. I see you adapt my strategy.
Yeah, it's probably better to do that.
I mean, it works surprisingly well, right?
Yeah.
Just the difference is, with my strategy, you might, with this strategy, and I'm not gonna say I'm the one who invented that, there's probably someone who came up with that eons ago. But the difference with how I handled that and how you handled it is, you are more prone to actually get a hit off than I was. Just that yours was more like, you needed to have a more perfect timing for yours to work. Where with that one you have a little bit more downtime to think about, can you get a hit, can you do the jump and everything? Will he spawn in your face and you will cry afterwards? The answer is always yes.
Oops.
That's maybe helpful later on, but right now it did not do anything. Okay. Do we get a full heal?
Nope.
I mean, it
There
was
we
a
go.
dumb
Phase
question.
2.
I knew that we weren't gonna get a full heal.
I'm gonna quick save that.
Yeah. I mean, we have half health, so we have one hit to try and get through that.
Oh, head still.
Of course, it's always had. I think the holy water is just to
It's just to stun him.
block his movement. That looks good. Be wary of fireballs, I would say.
Oh, I don't have.
No, you don't.
Only got 10 of them.
More than enough, I would say, because if
Why
you
did you do
don't
that?
jump into him, you probably can pull that off nicely. Also, if you hit the fireballs, you might be able to get some money out of that.
Jumped right into that one.
So, let's see our third attempt right now. So, if you fail it now, then it's my turn, since you then would get a game over. That was a good jump there. Just think about running below his feet at one point as well. Well, time to load up and let me attempt.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oops. I wonder right now. Oh, that was a good one. I'm gonna go below your feet right now. Okay. That's the button.
Yes.
Okay. Get 2 hits off, stun him. Oh, nice. There's probably also a good strategy with when he's spinning the fire that you hit him. Let's try again. Okay. I take the hit for that.
Double shot.
Not like it's gonna matter anymore, but I still take it.
Whew. Nice, congrats.
Hey! I'm happy that I also got to contribute to the final boss fight here. Be it the strategy that we used to beat the first phase, or be it taking out the big monstrous phase in the second half.
With just basically 2 hits of health left.
Yeah. I work better under pressure in games. Anyway, and that was
by Konami, directed by Trans Fishers.
Trans Fishers is a fun name.
Bram Stoker, James Banana,
Are those like
Christopher B. Those are all intentionally misspelled writers and actors.
Bela Lugosto?
Lugosi, Love Cheney Jr., Barbara Sherry,
Mix or Nix?
Mix Shreks,
Love Chancy.
Love Cheney,
Jane.
Green Stranger, Cafe Bar Reed. I think some of those names are just gibberish.
Andrew Morrill, John Candies.
And the hero, Simon Belmondo. In the Japanese original language, the Belmont clan is still named Belmondo, but
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
I think there was also in the Castlevania anime like a reference to that.
yeah. But I think for the localized version of Castlevania 1, it was
This Belmont.
I think in the credit sequence for Castlevania 1 over here they still kept it as Belmondo, but for every game afterwards they just changed it to Belmont.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is fine, because over generations the name can change.
But also usually over here in Europe and America it's generally recognized as that even in the chronologically earliest games it's Belmont instead of Belmondo.
Yeah.
And currently the first game chronologically in the Castlevania series is Lament of Innocence,
Oh yeah.
which is a PlayStation 2 game, which I want to try getting the physical version of at some point because I'd like to play it.
Yeah. I think the latest entrance is... Is it Almost Sorrow?
Chronologically, yes.
Because in Lords of Shadow, at the end sequence, and I mean this might sound like spoilers here, but I mean I have it on my channel, just watch the whole thing, then you will see that. But in the end sequence, you see that apparently Lords of Shadow 2 takes part in modern day.
I think so.
But the question is, what part of modern day are we talking about? Because I think Dawn of Sorrow and
Aria of Sorrow and
Aria
Dawn
of
of Sorrow play in like 2034.
yeah, something like this. So the question for like the Lords of Shadow games is like, what time period are we? Because they have cars and everything, and it looks pretty modern-ish to it. But I mean, we had cars for a long time.
Yeah.
But they look still more modern. They don't look like the old school cars. So there's the question: which time axis does that take?
Yeah.
But anyway, that was fun for a short series again. And I mean, the old school Castlevania games definitely deliver on like short fun games.
Except Castlevania The Adventure. That game sucks.
Yeah. Probably won't tackle that one because I feel like I know it from the art style, but it doesn't tell me anything right now.
The thing about Castlevania Adventure is Christopher Belmont moves really slow in that game. You don't get any sub-weapons, so you have to rely on the whip. And you lose your whip power-ups if you get hit by enemy attacks. And stages are brutal in this game, so at the time it might have been like well received because hey, it's a portable Castlevania game, but once they make more of them, like Belmont's Revenge,
which we played,
which
was a lot of fun. It was still tough as balls.
Yeah, which I would argue is probably my favorite classic style Castlevania game in the series.
Yeah, same.
Belmont's
There's a lot of fun memories also with that.
Belmont's Revenge is way better. I remember Castlevania Legends, which is the third Game Boy game, also being better than the Adventure. And then the Game Boy Advance came with the Metroidvania style.
Which was the moment that I really fell in love with the Castlevania series.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be totally honest, because I love the Metroid games, and seeing a Castlevania game in that style really just sold it to me. And even though the later games of Lords of Shadow may not be as well perceived as the first one, the first Lords of Shadow Castlevania I really love because they did something new with it, and I feel it works really well for the Castlevania series. We'll see how I change my opinion about that once I tackle the other Lords of Shadow games, but that still has time.
I don't know, personally I think I prefer the style from the main Castlevania series over the vibe that Lords of Shadow goes, but it's just a me thing.
Yeah. I mean, nothing for me will beat Dawn of Sorrow in terms of style and everything, because that really had a cool style. We can talk about the touchpad feature once we get to play that, because I definitely want to play that at one point.
I mean, the style of the graphics, it looks really good in Dawn of Sorrow, but
I also love the mechanics with the souls and everything.
But the thing about Dawn of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin that some people weren't exactly a fan of is that the artworks changed into the anime style, even after the series already established itself with the with Ayami Kojima's gothic-looking art for Symphony of the Night.
Yeah,
and you should really check out some art of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Aria of Sorrow, and which one also? Oh, Lament of Innocence, because those games have art and character designs by Ayami Kojima, and it's really beautiful art.
I know. I think I know some of them, and I mean, if we play like any of these games for the channel, there will definitely be some thumbnails with these artworks, because why not? But anyway, a long rambly end again, but I mean there's not a lot of credits to talk over.
Not really, no.
So, we have to make our own time. Anyway.
Shoutouts to these really fucking cool Japanese logos.
I mean, that's something that bugs me with the Pokemon games as well.
We still have the fucking 90s localized Pokemon logo.
Yeah, and
meanwhile Japan changes it up every time.
Cool logos every time, and we just get Pokemon, and that bugs me a lot.
Yeah.
But hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Even if it would look cooler if you did something new with it. You know, recognizability is more important than being unique and cool.
Fun fact, the reason why Castlevania Bloodlines has that alternate title there is because...
Incineration?
Yeah. Is because Germany was not very pleased with violence in video games.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I think they still really aren't, so that's why they changed Bloodlines to the new generation.
Even though Bloodlines doesn't really have anything to do with violence. You know what the heck a bloodline is, Germany? Apparently not.
Don't argue with censors.
Yeah, okay, there's not a lot to be done here. Anyway, that's it. We hope you enjoyed it.
I mean, I guess at least Germany looks into the thing with violence in the media, because America doesn't.
No, they just look at sex.
America's like, sex? Ew, what's that?
Ew. Shield our innocent eyes. And with that regard, watch my Lords of Shadow playthrough, especially the ones where I used the crystals. Definitely nothing going on there. Oh, the moment that I got the fairies, definitely nothing going on there. What you? That goes towards YouTube, by the way. They still haven't acted upon that, so I don't care. I mean, it's not like they can't demonetize my videos anyway.
Wait, what happened? Was there lots of shadow videos?
Nothing, there's just the fairies are nude and the crystal demon that you summon has huge boobs.
Oh.
And they don't do anything against it apparently other than demonetize the videos, and since I'm not monetizing my videos yet because I'm not eligible for that, I don't give a fuck. So there's just free boobs on my channel, you could technically say.
Ah yes, boobs, the greatest evil of mankind.
Yes, definitely. The fairies are dainty and nice. The demon lady, if you're into that, sure. But be careful.
There are lots of people who would love to be stepped on by a demon lady.
Yes, there is already a really freaking good quote from you that made it into outtakes because of a failed recording that we had.
Wait, which one?
I'm gonna tell it to you after the recording.
Okay.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.